Hello, and welcome to The Business Behind Small Business, the show that reminds you that just because you own a business doesn't mean you're a business owner. In each episode, we will discuss a common issue small businesses face and offer tips and advice from the perspectives of two business owners, one that built to sell and one that built to inherit. We are your hosts, Sevana Stone and Chloe Lee. There's a lot of business behind small business, so let's get to it. Happy holidays to all of our listeners. Thank you so much for your continued support and for following us as we continue on our journey of untangling and demystifying all of the business behind small business. We feel very lucky to have come this far and to have enough followers to make us feel that all of our hard work is well spent. So, what are your thoughts on the past year and what are you looking forward to in the next, Chloe?
Less mask. No.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Less masking. We keep wishing for it, but it might be a little bit while before that. What am I looking forward to? I'm actually looking forward to traveling again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember that when you can just easily get on a plane without having to check the quarantine regulations wherever you're trying to go? But in all seriousness, I am looking forward to working and traveling. I know we had that one episode where we talked about, the working remotely and the different types of working remotely. And my favorite type is certainly to be abroad or traveling somewhere. And for a short period of time, 2 maybe 4 weeks would be nice, where I can be at Airbnb somewhere, work from there, and then also explore the city at night.
I will not be doing any of those things. I don't think I am. I don't know. Sure, I'm going somewhere next year, but it's probably not anywhere fun. I am really looking to, and the reason why I don't think I'll be going anywhere too crazy is because I know that there's a lot of things that I have put into place and started the motion on in my business that will kind of come to fruition next year, which is going to cause me to be super busy, but that's a good thing, right? We've done a lot of internal process creation for new processes. We've done internal automations, and I swear September, October, and November, and some December, it has bled me dry, but it's all for the better. It's all for the greater good. And I'm super excited about how all of it is going to turn out. My plan will fall together next year.
That is something to look forward to, right? Especially when you've been kind of like planting the seeds this year and you know that next year it's going to grow and you're going to expand and, it's still a challenge, but at least it's definitely a good challenge you'll want. Going in the right direction, at least.
Hopefully. Yeah. One can hope. I'm still going to put the hopefully in the end of each sentence because, sometimes things don't always go according to plan. But as of right now, I'm really excited about what next year is going to bring.
Yeah, I think pretty similarly. I think this year, at least now, the last quarter of the year, I'm planting the seeds to start up the new company for next year. So I am, if all things work out well, which of course they will, is looking forward to starting a new company in a new industry and seeing what great challenges that will bring.
And I'm sure our listeners are going to hear about it as you go on your journey, which will be exciting because, we all learn together, right?
Exactly. They will learn as we learn. So it sounds like we have some great plans for 2022, and certainly the same goes for our podcast. So after we conclude the 4-part series in January, we do have some good episodes planned. Just to give a taste to our listeners of what we have, a couple episodes that we have in mind includes the following. 1, value pricing. Is it the right direction for you and your business? 2, you get what you pay for. How cutting corners really hurt your company. 3, which I think will be an incredibly good episode, is what services you should want to spend your business's money on and the services you can wait on. Number 4, story branding. What is it and should you buy in? And number 5, the true cost of payroll, contracting versus hiring, going from 1099s to W-2s, and understanding everything that goes into payroll of your employees. So those are just a few tastes, a few teasers of what's to come. We hope that you will join us in 2022 because we have much, much more to share with you. The other thing we're excited to share is that in next year, we will start to bring in guests that we think that your business could benefit from. Woohoo! And you might just actually see us more active on social media once we figure out how.
Yeah. Just give us a minute. We'll figure it out eventually.
We also want to throw in some special hot topic episodes, such as current events, global events, recent economic events throughout the year, and discuss our thoughts on how it may impact your small business. Now, as usual, if you have an idea or something you really want to learn and you want us to discuss, reach out to us by email, which is linked in the show notes below. Now, Sevana, I know that in the true spirit of how we do it on every podcast, we have a story that we want to share.
Yes. In the spirit of the holidays, let's leave you with the true inspiration of A Christmas Carol. This intertwined company culture, workspace culture, and overall experience within a company. Maybe these words weren't used back then, but there was enough to inspire Charles Dickens to write an opus on behalf of the beleaguered laborer and champion reform as a result. According to Allocation.com, Dickens was involved in charities and social issues throughout his entire life. In early 1843, he read a government report describing the conditions of women and children employed in mines and factories. It described the abuse of the laborers. He was stricken by these victims. Dickens vowed he would strike a sledgehammer blow on behalf of the poor man's child. The idea for the carol came to him in October 1843 while doing a talk. He thought the best way to bring attention to the horror that was happening would be to write a story instead of an article. He was determined to publish the novel the Christmas of that year. He composed it in a frenzy. Even as he walked the black streets of London, it only took him 6 weeks to write the manuscript. Dickens later wrote in a letter that he saw his characters much like the way that Dickens wrote the Cratchits. They were, quote, ever tugging at his coat sleeve as if impatient for him to get back to his desk and continue the story of their lives, end quote. Poverty in London was very great at that time. It was known as the Hungry 40s. There was a fear in London in that period that there would be a revolution as there had been in France. Charles Dickens touches on this with the metaphor of the children, ignorance, and want. And the novel, The Ghost of Christmas Present, reveals 2 children, a girl and a boy, ignorance and want, hidden in his robes. He warns to beware of them, for on his brow I see that written which is doom, unless the writing be erased. Dickens brought it further home by combining the words screw and gouge to come up with the name Scrooge. Did you know that about the Christmas Carol?
Not at all. I don't think I knew that he kind of did it in 6 weeks. I thought that something like that has been like, I guess you can call it a masterpiece, right? It's certainly been ingrained in our culture for quite some time. I thought it would have taken him at least a little longer than 6 weeks, but I guess he really did feel strongly about what he was seeing and how the workers were being treated.
Yeah, he was so impassioned by it. And I don't know if you know, but there were these things called workhouses during the Victorian era. And a lot of what he talks about is about these people in those workhouses as well. And it was just appalling the way these people were being treated. It really affected him. Not just the workhouses, but just every lowly laborer. So that's why he wrote this. It was kind of an opus to champion them. And there was reform soon after. I wouldn't say it was necessarily the Christmas Carol that caused the reform, but it certainly woke people up to the possibility of reform. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, by the 1880s, there was a significant amount of reform, and the workhouses, I don't know how many decades later, but right around then, I believe, is when the workhouses shut down for good.
Yeah, I was going to say that I think that the reforms brought on to just the end of it, where they just banned workhouses in general. But during the Victorian era, it was, I mean, it's such an interesting time in history, especially since during that time there was such a huge class difference, and the poor were very poor and they were very destitute and just working away for pennies. And of course, there's a lot of movies and shows about this that our listeners can certainly look into. But it is, I guess, if you understood how terrible those workhouses were, especially for children.
Oh gosh, yes.
Where they would work children to the bones. I guess I can kind of understand why he had such a motivation to, or such a inspiration to write this so quickly.
Absolutely. So that's my story. That's my history tale. And, you can always expect that from me. But, I thought it would be good to bring that out as an example because, granted, people don't necessarily do that in these small businesses. Hopefully, our listeners don't, resort to those extremes. But it just goes to show how very important the work experience is for those who work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think certainly, like we had said in the last episode or one of the episodes where, it takes a entrepreneur to build a community, but also a community to build an entrepreneur. And certainly your employees are part of that community, and our companies can't be the way it is without a great culture and a great employee and a great entrepreneur to be at the lead of it, treating our employees well. So that is a great way for us to end our final episode of 2021. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our listeners for 2021. I'm sure you feel the same way, Sevana. We are still surprised as hell. There's so many people listening to us.
I know. This is so awesome. Thank you, everyone. I was thinking it would just be like my mom, your mom, maybe like a couple of other people, but
and a bot somewhere.
Yeah, a bot somewhere. We can continue to grow.
Yes, so definitely come back and join us in 2022. We just want to send some well wishes out there to end out the year. Be safe, everyone. Enjoy your time with your family and friends. Think back what you accomplished in 2021 and what you hope to accomplish in 2022. Happy holidays and have a very happy new year. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.